you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies. Long as I got stuff for most of them solved. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 lunch. Long as I got stuff for most of them solved. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan. women as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. Stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste.
Bro.
God damn.
All right, man. What is going on, guys? What is going on? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing, man? Shit. What's going on, man? Logan, are you serious?
You serious about that, dog?
Because I believe you've told me before that Mania is a 6-hour drive from you, or sorry, Minneapolis is a 6-hour drive from you, and it's a 6-hour drive from us as well.
It's crazy.
So, I don't know, man. I don't know. We would have 2 years to plan around it, but we'll see. We'll see. That may be the first Mania. That may be.
Maybe, depending. Who's running
yes. It? Yeah. Oh, yeah. If it's Vince, yeah. Sorry, man.
Sorry, Triple H. Who's you? No, I'm going to Vince.
So,
WrestleMania. I need to see a loss.
Oh, God. Dun, dun. Fucking. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. It's definitely exciting, man. It's definitely exciting. Man, I don't know. Is if there's 2 days of the NFL draft, I would watch day 1 of WWE. Well, then again, if you haven't seen the draft rundowns, we have those for you guys as well. So we will be showing you guys those. So maybe that will deter where your mind goes. But yeah, man. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for the draft, man. I'm pretty excited for the draft. I'm excited to see what the fuck happens with everybody. So yeah, I mean this. I mean, dude, this is fucking damn near 2 years of the same roster, either the same roster or their dumbass wild card rule where people just float. I can't stand it. I like brand exclusivity.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that, especially when it comes to WWE. I like that kind of stuff. I think. I mean, judging off the 2016 draft, I just like a nice fresh feel, man. That's what I like, man. And I told you guys this a couple weeks ago, man. But if it's anything other than something that just feels fresh, it's a flop from the start. But judging off, some possible NXT call-ups that will be coming up, man, I really hope we get a nice fresh start, man. And I think those names that are being rumored to come up will add, a lot to any mid card or some of the guys even main event type division, man. I think it'll be really nice. So, yeah, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely, it's intriguing, man. Right? It actually got me watching a SmackDown. It's crazy what the draft can do, man.
Seriously, man. Seriously. So Durante, that's an interesting comment. He says, "Why is Bianca in the draft? Where is she going? NXT, SmackDown? Fuck out of here, dude." I have a bet with somebody who is our boy, who is betting me that Bianca Belair will get drafted to SmackDown. We bet $20 on it, so I think I'm gonna be $20 richer by the end of the night or the end of Monday, whenever Bianca gets drafted. So I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Just to take a couple shots at him while we're on here. So, um, um yeah, man. Yeah. Minnesota is gonna be Minnesota probably would be pretty fucking cold, man. But yes, to your point, it is a fucking indoor stadium. I don't know. That's the same thing. That's the same thing with people, but with people talking about Chicago. If Chicago gets a WrestleMania, it's going to be when the new Bears Stadium is built in Arlington Heights. So it's not going to fucking matter. Even though, since they like doing football stadiums for SummerSlam, I've said it for the longest time, August would be the perfect month to do something here because you're in that nice sweet spot. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's not hot, but you might get a nice breeze or something. I mean, every year for All Out, I go in. Yeah, I go in shorts and a t-shirt, so it's that kind of weather, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I mean, it would be really nice, man, but yeah, I don't understand people. They genuinely just
Dude,
should do
people
their
make no
research.
difference. If it's not
Seriously.
in a tropical area, it's fucking, you can't go there.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. He's definitely about to lose $20 for sure. But hey, man, I'm out
Yeah,
here.
man, you
I'm
never know with this place.
I'm out here picking my spots. All right.
Look at
So
them doing it.
oh, bro, I'd be so fucking upset. So, yeah, man. But without any further ado, bro, let's just go ahead and hop right into the intro, man. We got a bunch of interesting stories here today for you guys, man. So what is going on, guys? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. And on this this is episode 159. Yeah, man, Naomi. She's getting drafted to Impact apparently. So,
Crazy.
So, yeah, man, this is episode 159 of the news, man. And with that, if this is your first time watching, guys, do not know how the show works. Every Monday, we are on here with Notorious Unscripted after Monday Night Raw. And every Friday, 4 p.m. Central, we are on here with the news, man. If you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of Unscripted, will WWE make the World Heavyweight Championship as important as the WWE Championship, man? We talked about the World Championship. We talked about what this means for the rest of the roster. I talked about how I thought it made it a little better, being that, most likely Roman's titles will merge into the WWE Championship after he loses them. We talked about that. We talked about what we thought of the belt design. We did the whole 9 yards, man. We did not leave a stone uncovered. And as for AEW, man, we talked about MJF's repetitive booking, the shit booking of the TNT Championship, man. We talked about all that good stuff, man. It was a really good episode. Very good listen. So I encourage you guys to watch that. And that is available for you guys on all platforms right now, man. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, again, join us right here every Monday after Monday Night Raw for Notorious Unscripted, man. And with that, man, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious Sales Podcast merchandise. You guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video and in either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man. All 8 of these beautiful designs available in more than just a t-shirt. Live on the merch shop, man. You got the Chicago flag design, Chicago skyline design, the base logo design, the Riddler inspired IWC's best kept secret design, the Notorious scratch logo, the only community that matters, the uncrowned kings of the IWC, and the Christmas merch, man. Again, all 8 of these beautiful designs available in more than just a t-shirt live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video and in either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man. And with that, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels Podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
Going good, man. Going good. Just been chilling out. Been pretty normal. Pretty normal. Just waiting for these pay-per-views, man. Waiting for Double or Nothing and so on, man. So it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be real fun. Waiting for that Wednesday that we go to Dynamite. If plans don't change, you never know. They still haven't announced the Collision yet, but it's like it's gonna happen. So like, why aren't they announcing it? I don't know.
Dude,
They're annoying with that.
I heard from, I believe it was one of the guys that broke the story. What the fuck is his name? I think it was Andrew Zarian.
Mm.
He said, or it might have been Meltzer too, he said that the announcement will come mid-May for a fucking June premiere. Like, dude, you know we're going to get that announcement, and then they're going to jump right into tickets on sale this Wednesday, or tickets on sale tomorrow. Like, what the fuck?
You fucking know that shit. So it's even if we're able to go to that, make tickets work with their asses. But I'm excited nonetheless, man. Just chilling out, man. Been pretty normal, like Durante always asks, man. Life's good, the family's good. What about you, Durante, Bell, Logan? How's everybody doing in chat? And what about you, bro? How are you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good, man. Just getting ready later to play some Jedi Survivor. So
I can't wait.
that's exciting. That's exciting. But other than that, man, just excited for this draft and ready to see what's gonna happen. To the WWE, man, for the next year. So it's exciting. It's very exciting, man. But yeah, man, as Durante always asks, man, I'm good. Family's good. And what about you, Durante? And it looks like he's doing good. Manager Logan, Bell, how the hell are you guys? And thank you guys for being here as always, man. You know, we love you guys, man. So, yeah. But other than that, man, I'm good. Yeah, just excited for this draft, man. I'm ready to see what goes down. And then, yeah, man, other than that, just getting ready for my vacation here in about 2 to 3 weeks.
Nice, man.
So that's exciting. And then Double or Nothing. So, yeah, man. And yes, also, Dynamite is on the radar. But with that eases us right into what we are talking about. Dude, I meant to tweet this out during Dynamite. Dude, did you hear at the end of the show how fucking fast Excalibur was doing the rundown?
That shit was insane. That man was going. He did like fucking 10 cards of things in like 30 seconds. That man was nuts.
Dude, man, I don't know how that man does it. That's absolutely insane. That is absolutely insane. I meant to tweet that out, but I wanted to bring it up now because I feel like I would have forgot by Monday. But golly, man.
It's going nuts.
All right, man.
I might not care for him on commentary, man, but holy shit, can he announce fucking cards?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, he definitely can. If he could do anything, he could definitely do that, man. All right. So, we got some news on AEW Collision, man. We got the date, the rumored date, the rumored venue, and then we got the rumored time slot and kind of where everything's going to fall into place, man. So, Wrestling Observer Newsletter is reporting, as of right now, the AEW return of CM Punk is scheduled for June 17th at the United Center in Chicago, literally a couple days before Dynamite in Chicago. The building is booked, and it will likely be announced very shortly when the CM Punk deal and the Collision TV deal are finalized. So it's confirmed, man. We're getting another 2-hour show with AEW, and it looks like it's going to be every Saturday night. Now, with that, I know we're all wondering when, right? So, according to a report by Andrew Zarian on Twitter, it was noted that AEW Collision will be airing on TNT. This is also going to come into contact, I feel, with the NBA Finals, so this might get fucked around a lot because that's literally around the time in the NBA Finals, or maybe not the final, yeah, right? Yeah, it should be the finals. It should be when's Father's Day? Father's Day's in June, right?
Yeah. I don't know, to be honest.
Believe it's in June. So that's going to come into play with the NBA Finals, first and foremost. That's probably going to get fucked around a lot, for starters. So
it's the whole reason they moved fucking Dynamite.
Seriously, man. So according to a report by Andrew Zarian on Twitter, it was noted that Collision will be airing on TNT. It was also mentioned that AEW Collision will be airing from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. That is going to be their time slot.
Is that Eastern? Or...
He doesn't say.
Fuck. I hope it's Eastern. A lot of times they do go by Eastern. So.
That is true. That is true. So that could be 7 to 9 for us in Central Time, but it also could be 8 to 10 for us too. He does not specify the time zone. So yeah, man, he says, despite a lot of speculation where AEW Collision will be airing on Saturdays, despite TBS being rumored, I'm told TNT will land the new show.
Intriguing, man. It's intriguing again. Like we've been saying, it's not how we would have done Collision at all in terms of time slot and whatnot. But it's looking up, man. It's looking up. I hope it's good, man, because I know I won't be able to watch it. I have the unfun job every Saturday. Never fails.
Seriously.
So I'll rarely get to watch Collision live. So let's just hope it's good, man. Let's just hope it's good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I hope it is good. I hope it is good, and I don't know, man. I don't know. We talked about this privately a couple weeks ago, but man, there is literally like 140 people on this fucking roster. There is 140 people on this roster. So if you are going to do something like that, and if you are going to make this show must-see television, first of all, it absolutely, and if it's anything other than this, it's a failure right off the jump. It absolutely needs to be live every fucking week. Every week.
It needs to be live. If it's not live, it's going to fail.
It's going to be just like, it will be Rampage. It will be a 2-hour Rampage. That's what it'll be. It needs to be live. Mm-hmm. And in my honest opinion, if you really want to get people to watch this show, you need to look into splitting the rosters. And I don't say that because we need to get Punk away from the Elite. I think
do it general at this point.
Yes, because the amount of opportunities that will open up, I think, for a lot of people in AEW, I think would be incredible. You look at a guy like Andrade, or there was reports going around that AEW is trying to minimalize the amount of people on television that build momentum and then just disappear. Hence the House of Black, Keith Lee and Swerve storyline. I mean, they have no momentum, but I mean, they started something 2 weeks ago, and now on Rampage, he's just right back to fucking teaming with Dustin Rhodes again, and no mention of anything with Swerve. Nothing.
And one thing we really didn't talk about during all this what happens with Rampage?
Oh, it's dead. It's
It's literally pointless. Because let's say you do a good hard brand split. You get some guys I want. What does that do for Rampage? How does that work? Rampage becomes absolutely pointless.
absolutely yes. The show will die. The show will die. That's just the cold truth, man. I mean, the show is going to die. Um, no matter what you put on it, no matter what you put on it, and in terms of who you're putting on it, if your brands are going to be separate, how is that necessarily going to work? You know what I mean? Like, is it just going to be Dynamite people on Rampage? Is it going to be just Collision people? Because that would suck for them, because then they'd probably have to fly a whole nother place. Um, oh wait, no, because Rampage is taped,
No, yeah, right.
so that means they would have to fly out to Dynamite and Rampage. Or sorry, Dynamite and Collision. Be at Dynamite so they could film Rampage. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. The show's gonna die.
It's literally gonna die. I hope that Tony Khan, and nobody's talked about that.
Yeah,
Rampage is doomed. That shit is going to die. Same way another one of their little things just
yep,
died. Because you can't have, it's pointless. It's
yeah,
completely pointless. Rampage will literally be the new Dark. The
yeah,
televised Dark.
yep,
It already is.
yeah. It's main event pretty much. That's
Literally.
you know. Um. So yeah, Rampage is gonna die. Like Durante says, he says, "Fuck Rampage. I didn't watch anyway." The show, like Rampage, the first couple weeks, were great. You know what I mean? The first episode in Pittsburgh was really good. It was live. The
Mhm.
second episode, the first dance, we all know how that one went. That was easily the greatest episode of Rampage they've ever produced. Obviously, we were there for it. It was a banger. It was a banger,
Yeah.
man. Just off the first segment. We didn't even watch the rest of the show, and I can sit here and tell you it was a fucking banger. But the thing is, the thing is, man, like I said, it would only really make sense to put the Dynamite people on there, because if you're splitting rosters, your people that work or are on the Collision brand are going to have to fly out for Dynamite so they can be there to film Rampage. And at that, it's not really roster exclusivity. And with that too, you're not really keeping the roster separate. You know what I mean? Like so
It's got- And even if you do the reverse and you film Rampage at Collision, you're gonna use a week old footage at that point
Mhm.
of fucking footage you filmed 6 days ago and air it.
Yep.
I don't think fucking Warner Brothers and TNT will like that.
No. Yeah, I mean it's the show is going to have to die. I mean, unfortunately, that's just how it is. And that's just what's going to have to happen, man. But yeah, Rampage will be rendered completely useless. So that's the end. That's the end of Rampage, man. But
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and also when I say you need to split up these rosters, I'm talking about so people can get more opportunity. I think I
Yeah.
reiterated that. I'm not saying that to set up the roster to where nobody can work, or nobody who
No.
likes Punk can be around him. I don't give a fuck about that. Don't want to if motherfuckers don't want to be around CM Punk, then you need to go work somewhere else. Because again, we bring this up all the time, but you know how many people we work with that we would actually absolutely love to fucking sock in the fucking face? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I
Like,
mean, you can't act like a fucking baby here, man. I mean, you're playing with the company, and you're playing with a lot of fucking money, man. You're playing with, I mean, what's the rumor going around is that Collision's gonna make them $52 million a year, $500,000 every hour of
damn.
programming, and you're you don't want to do it because you don't like a singular person.
Like, dog, like what?
It
Like we're
makes no
talking about
sense.
we're talking about a brand split for the on TV aspects, so
Yes.
people can get time and care that both mid card titles can be fucking cared for.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do with the world title situation. I could see MJF floating between those, to be honest.
The
I don't know
AEW
after.
Universal Championship.
I could totally see them doing the AEW and the world, or that I could see them taking a page out of like New Japan's book and make like a some, like, they'll do something. They'll do something. I have no doubt about it. But it's like you need to do it for TV's sake. You got damn around 170 guys all on one, and like Logan said, yeah, they have like 7 hours of in-ring footage, but only 2 hours matter
Yeah.
of Dynamite. So you're about to have another 2 hour
The
AEW Galaxy.
AEW Galaxy Championship.
So you're about to get 2 hours that could potentially matter. That's an easy split, even split, and you got to use that to your advantage. And I hope they do, man. I hope they do.
hmm Definitely, man. Definitely. I mean, yeah, yeah, I know AEW doesn't like to use certain terms, because certain terms that do not even matter, and they could absolutely use tenfold, like intercontinental or,
Hmm.
United States champion. We know they don't like to use that. They'd rather use TV networks for whatever reason. But so, you know, you have um you have you have a perfect opportunity, at least I feel, for AEW to even make a AEW championship and a world heavyweight championship. You know what I mean? And I think that would be great. But like you said, I could see MJF floating.
Yeah.
I could
Well,
oddly
yeah, I'll just
see
get
that.
out of the way. MJ, that's the thing about MJF. He might argue with his boss on live television sometimes, but at the end of the day, he's gonna show up to work no matter who he likes and doesn't like in that locker room. He'll show up to work and do his job,
Yeah,
and that's some a decent amount of those guys can't say.
a decent amount of
So
people that are older and more
yeah,
experienced than him won't do. So
exactly, man, exactly. Yeah, I could see it. I could see getting a second, world title caliber title, when he loses his title. I could see something like that.
yes, and I would absolutely love an AEW draft, for the record.
Bro, I could be so neat.
I would love
Man,
it.
if only Regal was still there, dog.
Uh,
Imagine him. Dude, they
Him and
need GMs
Sting
for
could be the GMs
Sting,
of each show. Oh,
especially if Sting's retiring this year, which kind of all signs have been pointing to it.
yeah. Now we're
Um,
gonna get
dude,
Sting and Goldberg.
dude, if they end Sting's career on Goldberg, I swear to God.
No, him and Goldberg. Well, yeah, they could do that. They could do that, and then both of them could go be GMs of
Yep.
each show,
Uh,
because they're
fucking Gold.
rivals. Could you
I'm
fucking
glad,
imagine Goldberg? Uh,
I'm glad I think that motherfucker's ego is too big to be a GM.
that is
But,
true.
dude, Sting as a GM would be fucking fire.
Yeah.
William Regal would have been the other perfect
You
one, man.
you could
He could
do
Nigel.
you could do Sting. Sorry to cut you off, but you could do Sting and Tony Schiavone, and then when with Tony Schiavone being gone, you could put Nigel on commentary, because what the fuck are they doing with Nigel McGuinness?
Exactly. They just signed him and are doing nothing. I think he's doing ROH
I
stuff, if
think so.
anything. But like, get him on the TV that matters, bruh. Get him on AEW and put him on that commentary booth, man. Tony Schiavone would be good. He could be good.
Mhm.
Oh,
Definitely.
man, imagine if Regal was one and the Undisputed get drafted to his show.
Ah,
Oh, that would be so sick,
god
bro.
damn it.
That would be dope. That would be perfect. Oh, these
Yeah.
fucking guys again.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. So with that, man, the AEW Dark Elevation show. Yo, what up, Muhammad?
Oh, man.
AEW Dark Elevation appears to be canceled. Why
No.
they created a sub brand for AEW Dark is completely beyond me in the first place.
The most pointless thing in existence was Dark Elevation.
When the fuck do they even film Dark Elevation?
I think they just film it like monthly in
Good
Florida.
lord.
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know why it existed. I don't know why Dark still exists.
No
I don't know why
idea.
Rampage still exists.
Yeah. I mean, look, I get having like one, which you can keep AEW Dark and just put it on YouTube. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep it. Nice
Perfect.
hour and a half. Just showcase like random indie talents. You know what I mean? You know,
Exactly.
that'd be cool. I get keeping one show like main event, you know what I mean, where you just, where you just Dark was Dark Elevate. So when was Dark filmed? Oh, was Dark might have been the one in Florida.
Oh, damn. I have no
Yeah.
clue.
Yeah. So,
Oh, that
yeah,
means we
man.
don't have to watch this shit before Dynamite anymore.
Nope. We'll probably just get regular Dark.
With
So yeah,
it,
because they're probably using all their studio time at Universal Studios for Ring of Honor now.
oh yeah. Fuck. God
So
damn it. Never mind.
yeah, man. So according to this week's episode description from AEW's digital partner Fight, AEW is set to cancel AEW Dark Elevation after 2 years. The April 25th edition of AEW Dark Elevation featured the following descriptions, seemingly confirming the show has been quietly canceled. Don't
God.
miss the special and final episode of Dark Elevation. It's Best of Elevation airing on Fight. There is no Best of Elevation, by the way.
It does not exist.
The episode is throwing it back to some of one of the best matches that have graced our Monday nights over the years.
Good Lord, good riddance.
Yes, yeah. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Yeah, I mean, it's completely useless. I mean, you're pushing it, you're pushing it, asking people to watch Dark, let alone a sub brand of AEW Dark. I mean, you got balls, man. You got balls to promote that. I'm sorry. That's
insane.
that means
insane.
Tony Khan across the week has AEW Dark, AEW Dark Elevation, AEW Dark, Dynamite. Then he's got ROH on Thursday. Then on Friday, Rampage. But by taking Dark away, you're just adding Collision. So there's still 5 days a week. The man is out of gas, bro. Creatively. You can tell on TV. You can absolutely tell.
Shit, exactly. He just don't. I don't even think he's out of gas. No one's arms can reach that far. If he just focused on one thing, he'd be fine.
Yeah.
But it's just too much shit.
He's out of gas doing it by himself.
Oh, yeah. Nobody can do that shit by himself.
No.
By themselves. You need to get a team, man.
Yeah.
Even like a small 3-man, whatever team, get a fucking team.
He let William Regal go. So let that sink in. Man.
Good Lord.
Whew.
I'd have said, fuck you, Triple H. This is my boy now.
Damn.
You want a contract tamper? Fuck you. Man, ain't no fucking.
This poor man Regal was on the phone telling him he just wants to go be with his son, and Tony Khan just tells him to go fuck himself. Man.
Just, oh man. Like that's how you know. That's why people get cold. Exactly, Logan. It's not that AEW doesn't care about him. Tony Khan fucking forgets.
He just
because he's doing too much shit.
Yeah, he's got too much.
If you had a team that knew everybody on the roster at one time, you'd have everybody at the roster. Good Lord. He needs a fucking team, man.
Absolutely. That man is out of gas on his own. Maybe not out of gas yet, but he's getting fucking low. And when I tell you he's low, he's low. Really
man,
low.
E.
All right, speaking of Tony Khan, man, we got one of his cool little backstage cameos again where he's just fucking standing there awkward with an AEW mic in his hand, wearing a fucking suit. Tony Khan has announced that the Owen Hart Cup is returning. The opening ceremony will begin at Double or Nothing. Yes, the tournament will begin at Double or Nothing. There will be a tournament match at Forbidden Door, and the finals will take place in Calgary in July, in Owen's hometown.
I did not expect that at all.
I did not expect that at all. I could have swore up and down that this was going to be the Collision announcement. I could have swore.
I could have bet on it. I would have fucking lost.
But instead, they're going to wait till a month before the show takes place, thus putting the tickets on sale the next day after they announce it. Most likely. If I'm a betting man, that's what they're going to do.
You fucking know, dog. You know exactly what they're gonna do.
God, if I fucking hate anything about AEW, man, that's it right there. That is it right there, man. It really is. Horrendous. So yeah, man, the Owen is returning, man. The Owen is returning, and looks to be pretty good, man. Looks to be pretty good this year. I hope they put together a pretty good tournament. It was a damn good tournament last year, except the finals were a little weird. Adam Cole and Samoa Joe definitely aren't two people I would have picked in the finals, but whatever. Darby and Jeff was fucking, that was banger.
That shit was heat, man. That shit
really
was heat.
All right, man. Speaking of more problems on Tony Khan's plate, no, not that he's out of gas, but instead, we have details of the Jericho and CM Punk meeting. Yeah. All right. So, Wade Keller said on the PW Torch radio that CM Punk and Chris Jericho did meet on Friday. I guess this would be the last Friday, obviously. They were in Tampa. That is why CM Punk had to fly into Chicago on Monday. It was also said that the meeting between CM Punk and Chris Jericho went well. That being said, Keller did not mention the fact that Punk jumped over to WWE Raw and got backstage at the Allstate Center. What an idiot. It's the Allstate Arena, for Christ's sake. He got backstage at the Allstate Arena for an unannounced visit. He said, I heard the meeting took place with Jericho and FTR. I think it was supposed to be on Friday, I think. That might have been why he was in Tampa. And I just heard from one source that it went well. Sean Ross Sapp, behind Fightful's paywall, reported that the meeting between Jericho and Punk did go down, and in fact it was rather uneventful, all things considered. He said we'd reported that Jericho and Punk were set to meet and speak with one another, and we've learned that over the last week, those familiar with the situation said that the meeting was relatively uneventful, all things considered, and especially when taken into consideration the issues the two have had. Being that it was a little uneventful, I hope they didn't hold back.
Yeah, I hope they didn't just kind of show up. You know what I mean? I hope they at least sold some.
Definitely. Absolutely. I hope they did. I hope they didn't just sit down there and say, yeah, we'll do what we have to do so the company can grow. You know, I hope they... And I feel, being that that's what was said, I mean, granted, I'm sure if I know CM Punk, if we know CM Punk any well, I'm sure this happened behind closed doors, so I don't know how the fuck these people would even know about this. I highly doubt that they had a crowd around, or not a crowd, but, a little bit of people around them other than FTR. Maybe one AEW higher up, but I feel like this was settled behind closed doors, but I really hope that they didn't just, show up for the company's sake,
Definitely. I hope not. I hope not, because that'll just make it boil even more, man.
Yeah.
So let's hope they did something with that.
Yeah, man. Yes. Yeah, man. So, yeah, that was reportedly how the meeting between those two went. So we got some more news on CM Punk, man. This man, CM Punk.
Chicago Phil.
All right, man. I know we all seen this on Monday. CM Punk backstage at Raw. Never thought that would come out of my mouth. This is why I say, when people use the argument of I can't see him going there, I absolutely do not. I mean, now granted, I know what you guys are all thinking. No, I'm not implying that CM Punk is with WWE. I'm not implying he went there to talk business with them. But what I'm saying is, did any of us ever even think this man would come close to a WWE arena? Ever again?
In my life, I would have never thought.
And it happened. So, CM Punk was not trying to return to WWE. The real reason why he was at Monday Night Raw is, all right. So, when CM Punk showed up to WWE Raw in Chicago, it caught a lot of people off guard. But as the details continued to come out, the picture became clearer why he was there to visit. As previously reported, Punk spoke with several wrestlers to clear the air. Phil.
Get that.
Dude.
Phil, if you could clear the air with the guy we're about to say, you could clear the air with the fucking Elite.
Dude. Man. Well, all right, Logan. I don't know about all that.
People use that shit as an argument all the time.
Absolutely. That's
all people ever say. Oh, I can't see him going there. He's not going to go there.
That is literally all people ever say.
Exactly.
So,
small company.
Yeah, right? So, first of all, this is fantastic. I mean, this reeks of CM Punk, honestly, just trying to go and make amends with the business.
Yeah, that's great.
That's fantastic. I would have never fucking thought. We know CM Punk can be...
I mean, you say it, Bell says it,
everybody says that.
Everybody says that shit. Everybody on Twitter, dude, literally everybody ever says that shit.
Yes,
and
yeah.
It's
not just you guys. But, I mean, hey, what's up, JT? How's it going, man?
What's up, JT? Bro? How you doing?
Yeah, Logan, you're not the only one that says it, man. You're not the only one that says it. But that's absolutely the dumbest argument to me. I know you guys say it, but that's my opinion. I think that shit's fucking stupid.
It just is. I hate when people say it. I hate when people say that shit.
That almost irks me as bad as when you're listening to like an old song and someone goes, "Oh, that song's so old." No fucking shit, it's old. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
If I hate any oh god. I hate that almost as much as I hate the music one.
Hey, Bill, why are you calling CM Punk Robert? I need the
Yeah,
explanation.
I need the I need the origin story to this.
I need the reason why he's Robert Bell.
Let me see.
And I know him as Chicago Phil or Philly Phil.
Chicago Phil.
That's what I know him as. I don't know him as
Chicago
Robert.
Phil, bro. Oh man, where did you get that from?
Fucking Twitter.
Robert Barathon.
I gotta look that dude up. Hold on. Robert?
Dude, I'm telling you, bro, old music really is better. I don't know if that ever happens to you guys, bro, but I cannot fucking stand when I'm listening to a song and somebody goes, "Oh man, why are you listening to this? This song's so old." I don't
Is
fucking care. Like,
it
shut the
somebody,
fuck up. Like,
is a character from Game of Thrones Bell? Because I see one. And I would love to see how he reminds you of CM Punk. Because he
yes.
physically does not look like CM Punk. I'll
How
tell you
how
that.
how does he remind you of CM Punk, Bill? This Robert.
Is he a baby?
Oh my god.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
man.
I'm good to go, bro. Don't unblock me. Well, please unblock me.
Damn.
Useless. Damn, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, I'm telling you, bro, I can't fucking stand when people say that. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. Or when somebody's in your car and they say, "What are we listening to? How about you
Like,
shut the fuck up? Do you pay my fucking car insurance? How about you
okay.
shut your fucking face?" All right?
I hate that
Oh,
shit.
man.
I hate shit.
Hate it. I fucking hate it. Anyway, I cannot fucking stand when people do that. I'll genuinely kick somebody out of my fucking car for doing that shit. But,
Get the fuck out. You know?
seriously, bro. But yeah, so you guys aren't the only ones that say that. But I mean, you guys know, man, I can't stand that shit.
It's just the worst. I
It
hate
really
it.
is. So, all right. As previously reported, Punk. You want to answer that?
Mhm. Why do I have to? Oh, no, I'm talking about CM Punk. He blocked us.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, yeah, CM Punk. I'm talking about CM Punk has to unblock us. That's what I
He does
meant.
have to unblock us. This is ridiculous.
This is getting ridiculous. I need to tag that motherfucker more.
Seriously, I know. Dude, he's been on the fucking thumbnail so much because he's just been constantly in the news. And I can't even tag him. I just tagged this account called Blocked. If you guys go to my Instagram, just look at my post and click the tags and you'll just see Blocked right on CM Punk. I don't know. You know what, man? I don't know.
It's
I don't know.
all.
When we go to one of these media scrums, I'm gonna ask him the hard hitting questions. I definitely have to
Would you
ask
block
Phil. Phil, can you please unblock me? Please. I did not do anything wrong.
I just
Okay.
put it up.
So, yeah, right. We got to tell Cole Cabana to check his DMs too.
Dude, man, he been dodging.
So,
So
so as previously reported, Punk spoke with several wrestlers to clear the air. He cleared the air with The Miz. If anybody can remember, he told The Miz to go suck a blood money covered dick, you fucking dork.
quote unquote.
So that's that's how The Miz and CM Punk. I wish AJ was there, man. I need amends made between those two.
Oh, Lois, you see this shit? The fuck? Who is that?
He also briefly spoke with Triple Paul Levesque.
That's
He
hilarious.
spoke with Triple P.
Triple P.
A lot of wrestlers were surprised in both AEW and WWE that he was there. Some in WWE believed he was there to test the waters for a return. PW Insider has detailed a report regarding Punk being at the show. Punk flew in with WWE talent from Florida as he was doing commentary for Cage Fury Fighting Championships over the weekend. Also, his meeting with Jericho.
Mhm.
Over the weekend, and that just so happened to be he was on the same flight as them. He found out WWE was in Chicago, close to his home. He arrived at the venue with other WWE superstars, so that's how he got into the building and remained in the common area, in full view of anyone who walked by. He was never in a private room. They shook hands, him and Triple Paul, regarding his chat with Triple H. Punk asked if it was all right that he was there and if Triple H had time so they could talk for 2 minutes. Triple H allegedly said he would have to make sure with the big guy, no, not Ryback, Vince McMahon, he would have to make sure with the big guy if it was okay that he was there, a reference to Vince McMahon. With that, it is being reported by multiple sources that CM Punk showed up backstage at Monday Night Raw in Chicago, and the word is he was asked to leave by head of security, and he did so no problem. And as you can see, he was caught on video standing outside with Tamina Snuka.
God damn. Right back. Just call it right back. Just, hey, man. Punk's here. Phil. Chicago. Phil. Chicago Phil. Oh, fuck. Get him out.
Yeah.
Get him.
So there he is, standing outside, looking like the world's greatest groupie outside of Allstate Arena. Outside of Allstate Arena, man. He's out there looking like a groupie. And that was that, man. So CM Punk, yeah, man. I mean, it didn't say he didn't talk to Triple H for 2 minutes, and being that it was 2 minutes, I'm sure it did happen. And I'm happy. I'm happy for him, man. That's awesome. It really is. I would have never thought I'd seen the fucking day.
I really did not, man. I really did not. That's crazy. And it's good to me because it shows that CM Punk wants to still be around the business, man. And that's a good sign for me.
Definitely, man. And if he's willing to make amends in WWE, I believe Logan said it a little bit earlier. Yeah, he says, I think CM Punk was just trying to show people that he could make amends and that it could work with the Elite. That's so true, man. And, you know, you hear the stories of him really, really wanting to make it work with the Elite. So it's a really good sign, and I'm very happy for him. The fact that he got to talk to Triple H, only if it was for 2 minutes, and I mean they shook hands. So, yeah. And man, if you can make amends in WWE, man, that's a huge, huge thing. And the Miz especially, man. I mean, you know, he definitely didn't say, you know, the nicest of things to the Miz, and you know, I mean, it was really nice of him to do. It really was.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And it's a good sign to see how he's treating all this, man, and all his past dramas. Just going up to the Miz, just, hey, man, I'm sorry for telling you to go suck a blood money covered dick. You fucking dork, man. I'm sorry. And then he goes up to Triple H, just, hey, man, I'm sorry that the company isn't better off with the quote unquote dipshit son-in-law. I'm sorry.
You aren't the idiot daughter or the doofus son-in-law.
The doofus son-in-law. That man knows how to insult people. That shit funny as hell, man.
But the doofus son-in-law.
Oh, doofus. Come on,
man.
Sorry for calling WrestleMania a buy one get four extravaganza.
Good. Main event night 4 of a buy one get one extravaganza. Fuck.
Good lord. Fucking Chicago Phil, man. But I'm glad
Chicago Phil.
I'm glad he's making amends.
Man, yes, it's awesome. It's awesome to hear. It's awesome to hear, and I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy for him, and it really is a great thing, man. It definitely, especially somebody like CM Punk, where again, he's literally the last person that anybody would think would show up to Raw in 2023 to make amends with those in WWE. I mean, that's awesome, and that's a huge step from where he was, man. To where, at least where people looked at him, back in September. I mean, this guy was the fucking walking antichrist. You know what I mean? And now he's getting back into the good graces, and it really is a beautiful thing to see, man. You love to see it, and I'm happy for him. I really am. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to squash the beef, but sometimes it could take a lot. But it's awesome that he did that, man. It really is.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Yeah, man. So with that, speaking of that episode of Monday Night Raw, we touched on it on Monday, but PW Insider did confirm that significant changes were made to the Raw booklet. They were made at the request of Vince McMahon, who remotely evaluated the booklet.
Yeah, man, doing it from home, it's over with.
Seriously. Yeah, right. Fucking man found the FaceTime app on his phone. So, regardless, even though this news came out, I was really scared when this news came out, but it honestly didn't really end up being that bad of a show. Whether Triple H just had a fire lit inside of him after talking to Chicago Phil, and maybe he put his foot down. Maybe CM Punk, told him some lines out of the pipe bomb to get him hyped up again. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it actually wasn't that bad at all.
What I heard, it was mostly just cutting women's segments from the shows with Triple H, and not Triple H, what Vince did.
Yep, that was the only thing I was hearing. I heard that Candace and Piper got cut, another segment of them. But yeah, that was the only thing I heard as well. And watching the show, I didn't even realize it because the Raw women, I'm just so used to that division sucking. But afterwards, man, I mean, you really, I don't know what the decline in interest in women is for these people. Well, women's wrestling.
Literally.
I don't know where the decline came from so hard, but I mean, it's in full effect, man. It's in full effect.
Really
but
is,
yeah, man. But I mean, as for the other parts of the show, man, I mean, Triple H put on a pretty damn good show. You can always tell what is a Vince McMahon show and what is a Triple H show. And I don't mean that in the sense of if it's bad, it's Vince McMahon. If it's good, it's Triple H. You can decipher what a bad Triple H show is from a bad Vince McMahon show.
There's a heavy difference between those two.
Yep. 100%. 100%, man. So the show honestly wasn't even that bad, man. I mean, and even, he cut Candace and Piper, but like, what fucking interests are they fucking garnering right now anyway? I'm sorry. Exactly. Somebody has to say it. It's fucked up, that they're getting cut, but like, they haven't been fucking treated with no importance at all because fucking Bianca Belair just runs the women's division and there's nothing anybody can do about it.
Literally, it's just how it is.
I don't know, man. So that was that, man. And speaking of WWE is considering split branded pay-per-views yet again. WRKD Wrestling reports that WWE is considering split branded pay-per-view events once again, with the new World Heavyweight Championship ushering in that change. One format discussed the announcement of the draft and the introduction of the new World Heavyweight Championship on WWE Raw is the idea is the idea of potential brand exclusive monthly premium live events. So first of all, you do not need to do this.
No.
The
Pointless.
the thing, you know, could it work for getting, you know, people spotlights? Sure. But your roster's not as big as it used to be in 2018. You know what I mean? And also, the less content, the better. That is one thing that's so, you know, prominent in professional wrestling, bro. Do you remember 2017 when there was 20 fucking 4 pay-per-views in a year?
That shit was insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, if you want to do a couple, maybe 2 out of the year for each brand, I'm sure I'm asking for 2 less in terms of WWE's mindset, but maybe that, bro. But like, what the fuck? Like, nah, I don't know about this, man. I don't know about this. I mean, the less content, the better. At least that's what I think. But then again, you also got to think Triple H is also sitting here probably trying to please the talent as well, because they were, you know, bitching about not being on Mania and stuff like that. So, you know, I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough for Triple H because he's kind of got to sit in between both boats of a fan's perspective, where you would absolutely love less pay-per-views because in wrestling, more than anything, less is more. And then you got to deal with the talent side of things where they're bitching because they're not on every single fucking pay-per-view. But it's like, some of these people that fucking suck don't need to be on the cards anyway. I don't give a shit. Like, but if you don't garner the spot, you don't garner the spot. That's all there is to it.
Exactly, man. Stop putting Omos. Stop putting fucking Logan Paul on so many cards. Don't waste it on Bad Bunny. Put it with talent, actual talent that can be there. It's that simple, man. Yeah, I don't think you really need this pay-per-view split at all.
No.
Not at all.
Yeah, and you know, you have pay-per-views like you know, SummerSlam and stuff. They feel like a bigger deal. Because you're seeing everybody on the show. Also, what are the odds we get a Raw pay-per-view that leaves 1 month build into SummerSlam, and then you get a SmackDown pay-per-view that, you know, it shafts SmackDown and they get 2 weeks build to SummerSlam.
Exactly. Or like what Logan was saying, they could do a month after month thing, but even then, all right, when you got 2 months built for pay-per-view, usually each time, but then like said, a SummerSlam will randomly come up, and one of them will be going 3 months without a pay-per-view, and the other will be going one.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going to be lopsided no matter what you do.
Yep.
It just doesn't work right now.
No, it doesn't. And again, you know, they're things like their tag team division and stuff like that, those are not good enough to do a brand exclusive pay-per-views with. I mean, you're just going to get rinse and repeat, you know? That's all it's going to be. So, you know, obviously maybe something like this could come into fruition where it makes a little sense to add some brand exclusivity pay-per-views, but as for right now, man, I'm giving a hard no on this, man. I'm gonna say, like I always say, less is more, and the less pay-per-view events you do, the better, for sure.
Exactly, man. Exactly. I think that's the better move, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. So, with that, look, man, we got a rumor. We got a rumor on the rumored main event match for Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40.
What have we been saying, bro?
According to WrestleVotes via Give Me Sport, the highly anticipated rematch, yes, rematch, between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns is on the table to main event WrestleMania 40 next year in Philadelphia. While this news is exciting for fans, it is important to note that plans can always change in the unpredictable world of professional wrestling. Ah,
Dog. It's
dude.
gonna happen. The way they're going with Roman, the fact that they created a whole new title, he's keeping that shit till Mania, dog. It's just how it's gonna be. If they didn't create that title, I think he'd be losing at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But the fact they give the "here, take this for now" title, he's keeping that shit till Mania.
Dude, the thing is, bro, Roman Reigns, or sorry, Cody Rhodes, like I know a lot of people say this and it's true. If Cody Rhodes wins 2 Royal Rumbles in a row, the fans are going to turn on him. That's how it's going
Dude,
to be. The fans
oh
are going to
yeah,
absolutely turn on him. But the thing is with Cody doesn't have to win the Rumble because somebody could win it and challenge the World Heavyweight Champion. Then,
exactly.
we have that on one of the, main events of night 1 or whatever. And Cody Rhodes can go and have to fight the odds of an elimination chamber. They'll probably even tell the story of him getting eliminated at the Royal Rumble and him just fucking sitting there all sad, you know?
Dude, you know it. He'll be sitting on that fucking ramp so sad. It'll be hilarious. I think that's the way. I I don't think they're dumb enough to make him win 2 Rumbles in a row, but they'll play up to it hardcore whether either way if he does or doesn't.
Yeah, definitely. I could absolutely see that, man. I could absolutely see that. And bro, oh my god. And
And
honestly, too, the fact that they added another world championship to occupy the other main event card talent that do not have another year of their career to waste around fighting for nothing. I could absolutely see SmackDown being held down one more fucking year.
good Lord, man. I think that's the path, man. I think that's the obvious path.
You know what?
And hmm,
I could see WWE as a swerve
mhm,
saying putting Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns on separate brands to give the fans the illusion that
mhm,
Cody's not going to challenge. He's going to build it up to the Royal Rumble. He's going to lose the Royal Rumble, but I think he's going to be in the final 6. Now, that cool rule they just added where the final 6 actually get something this year, or the final 4 or
mhm,
something like that, whatever it is. The final 5, I think it was, get a spot in the Elimination Chamber. So I
mhm.
think I think that that's going to be Cody's way in the Elimination Chamber, and I think he'll win it.
Who?
And that sounds like something they would absolutely do. And that it doesn't sound too bad, but storyline, what I just gave you doesn't sound all that bad, but it sounds bad in the fact that SmackDown's going to have to be fucking on lockdown for another year.
Exactly, dog. Like that's the thing. Is a million times better than just winning the Rumble a second time. That's would be great booking if it's not another year of Roman as champ. Because that's all we're
Yep.
gonna get. And the question though, who tosses that man Cody over, bruh? Is it Gunther? Is it Seth? Maybe. I would like Seth. I think Seth would be perfect, but he might already be a champion at that point,
I was going to
so
say.
he might not even be in that match.
Right.
So who could you do it with? You could do it with some people, man. You could probably have it be maybe
Logan
Solo
Paul.
again. Oh, no, not Logan Paul, dog, please. And then he'll get his revenge in the chamber because they'll put Logan Paul in that chamber too. Because from the last, because he fucked over Seth last year at Chamber, so good lord. But
Man.
anyway, it's the path, dude. He's keeping that shit till Mania 40, man.
God, I feel bad for Sami Zayn.
I swear to God, man. Oh man.
Man, that sucks. That sucks. I feel so bad for Sami Zayn. Fucking all this fucking bullshit. All this fucking runaround for Cody Rhodes to get a fucking world championship. And this man, Sammy, was the hottest fucking babyface in the company and got nothing. He got a tag title run, and he's still telling a great story. I'm not trying to diminish what he's doing, but man, I mean, fucking, it's ridiculous, dude.
This, dog. It shouldn't be this.
All this fucking runaround for Cody Rhodes to get his world championships, man. And yet this man, Sami Zayn, put on an absolute fucking cinema between literally for like fucking 6-7 months straight with the bloodline. And then after the bloodline, no, Sammy's not where he belongs at all. That's bullshit. Oh, that's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit. I'm sorry, man. That sucks.
It really is, man. That's horrible. I feel so bad for him.
Fucking year storyline, man. And then next year it's just gonna be fucking predictable as fuck anyway.
Yeah, literally, it's just gonna be Cody wins after a year. It's like they booked themselves to the biggest corner ever.
At least at SummerSlam, bro, you have like at least like a tiny little margin of unpredictability left. You know what I mean? But WrestleMania is a clear cut. And then by the time we get to WrestleMania, is WWE going to say, oh no, we need Roman to hit 1,200 days. So now let's keep him on it. Like, what are we doing here, bro? What are we doing? Unbelievable.
2028, baby.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
fucking Backlash 2028. 5 more years, man. No, man, I feel so bad for Sami Zayn.
It's horrible, man. That was horrible.
All this fucking ruckus. And all they had to do was have Cody fight for one title and Sami fight for another.
Easiest solution ever.
Crazy. Crazy, man. So, speaking of WrestleMania... Yeah, this year was such like a cool, like, I haven't watched a nerve-wracking match like that in a minute. Yeah, man. So, it's absolutely no sense of the word going to be the nail biter that it was this year. It's fucking bootleg Rock versus bootleg John Cena all over again. That's
exactly, man.
It's essentially what it is, man. So moving on to a different WrestleMania 41. So obviously next year we have 40 in Philadelphia. Then we move on to 41, man. According to Patrick Kessler, special contributor, WCCO TV, CBS, Minneapolis. His city is in the running to get WrestleMania in 2025. That would be an epic deal for Minneapolis. He says, sources tell me Minneapolis is a finalist city for WrestleMania 25. This would be a huge get. He says Minneapolis, and then he just talks about Mania and the city of Minneapolis. So obviously, I'm sure this was very exciting news for our boy Logan.
Mm-hmm.
And this could be something, depending on how the product looks. This could be something that we would this could be something that we might have to meet you down there for, man. This could be something.
Definitely.
So,
man, definitely. I think
absolutely, man. Yeah, again, I mean, we'll definitely have to see what the see how the product develops, but otherwise, man, it should be pretty exciting, man. It should be pretty exciting. UK would be pretty sick too. I would be down to go to a WrestleMania in the UK.
Definitely, man. Definitely. That could be cool.
That would be pretty interesting. So, yeah, man, that's where it looks like WrestleMania 41 could be emanating from, man. Minneapolis in their new, I believe it's US Bank Stadium. I think that's what it's called. Could be wrong. Or US Bank Field. Whatever it is. Whatever it is, it's a beautiful arena. Whatever it is, it's a beautiful arena, man, and I think it would make for a really nice Mania visual, man. I think it would be pretty cool.
Oh, man, definitely.
And with that, man, we got something we all know about, obviously from Wednesday, but as you can see on your screen, Roderick Strong is all elite. First of all, who the fuck used this Roddy picture?
Oh, Dad, I swear to God, old ass picture.
Bro, why is it? Why did they use a picture where he is not at all in the shape that he's in now? Makes no sense, but whatever. But regardless, bad picture choice, but I'll let him off the hook, I guess. Yeah, man, Roderick Strong is the newest member of the AEW roster, man, and it actually shocked those in WWE because nobody knew he was released. Not a fucking soul.
No, that shit was so fucking shocking, man. I heard that song and I was thinking, no fucking way. And then he fucking came out there, man. I jumped up. That shit was crazy as hell. I did not expect that in the slightest.
Not at all. Not at all. But I'm very excited to see him, and I hope we can see the final piece to the puzzle. Mr. Bobby Fish make his way back into AEW, man. I think it's something. Oh, excuse me. I think it's something that absolutely needs to happen. And I hope they can make it happen, man. And then obviously O'Reilly getting back from dude, Logan, I said the same fucking thing. Dude, Sir K, did I not tell you that, bro?
He did.
Dude, I
fucking
seen
man.
at least what I thought was SRS, and I was like, Sean Ross Sapp? And then once I went back and looked at the logo, I was like, oh, that's the Roddy logo. Dude, man.
That shit crazy. That shit classic, man. God damn. But it's great to see him, man. That shit was shocking as hell. I heard a rumor that his contract ended in November. I don't know if I believe that. But we'll get the details eventually, man. But now we need Kyle O'Reilly back and we need Bobby fucking Fish, dog. We need him. He might be tweeting pictures of Benoit, but we fucking need him back to complete this.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I know Bobby Fish. I know Bobby Fish would I know he would go to war for Triple H. But Mr. Fish, I don't think Triple H would go to war for you.
No, man.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah,
need
no,
to Yeah, I think you need to make that hard fucking U-turn and go right back to
apologize.
Jacksonville, man.
Exactly. 'Cause, fucking Snowman Cobb, man. You better make your apologies.
He really needs to. Man. So, yeah, man. So Roddy, yeah, it shocked people that he was gone from WWE, and apparently only very few people knew. Apparently very few people knew that Roger Strong was out of his WWE deal, and it is crazy to see, but it's good to see he looks 10 times happier. And man, oh man, were those stories sad about hearing that man just walking around miserable as fuck in NXT.
Exactly, man. I'm so glad he could be with his wife, not on a schedule in the same company again, or with his friends, man. That's good to see.
Absolutely. And with that, man, with that, man, speaking of people that also have deals coming up soon, Combat Coverage Wrestling is reporting that New Japan star Will Ospreay's contract with the promotion is set to expire soon, according to DAZN. Former IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Will Ospreay recently joined DAZN, in which he provided an update on his contract situation with New Japan Pro Wrestling. He says, "My contract with New Japan is up next February. So from that point, who's not gonna want this kid who's dedicated to being a hard worker and wanting to put on the best quality of matches?" End quote. Will Ospreay has work dates for All Elite Wrestling and has expressed working on their All In London event this summer. Let's fucking go. There is growing media speculation that with Ospreay's interest in the event could be a sign of All Elite Wrestling being interested in signing him to a deal in 2024. February 2024.
Let's
Man.
see it, man. Damn, that's damn near the same time as fucking MJF. That's crazy.
Damn near, man. I still don't see Will Ospreay going to WWE. I still don't see it.
No. I don't see it, man. They would limit him so much.
I think Triple H is going to make a play to get him, because apparently from the rumors I've been hearing, Triple H is going to try making a play at a lot of people that AEW has coming up in 2024. So it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting.
Again, he could go anywhere. I could see him signing if Triple H is really in charge. If Vince McMahon, it ain't no fucking way. If it's Triple H, I think there's a chance. But they just limit people so much in there. I say he makes the decision to go to AEW, man. But he could go anywhere, man. I wouldn't be shocked, especially with who knows who they have signed even more. In that fucking at that point, he might have to.
Look, man, I'm not saying I can't see him ever going to WWE. I'm saying at this juncture, from what he's talked about and from what I've seen on interviews, I don't think he wants to go to WWE right now. But no, I would never put that out of possibility.
No, it's always a possibility. I could see it. I don't foresee him making that decision the way he's been talking, man. But he could. He very well could. We don't know how it's gonna look, man. So he could go anywhere, man. But if I'm a betting man, I'm gonna bet AEW.
I'm bet AEW too, and also Will Ospreay is probably looking at all the constant like Vince McMahon changes within WWE.
That shit's sketchy.
You know, especially for a guy like him. Especially for a guy like him, I think it's a little too risky for him to go there. I mean, look at a guy like Jay White. So, yeah,
exactly,
man. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I say it all the time, but I'm never gonna say that I can never see him going to WWE, because anything is possible. But I'm saying right now, and based off what we just read, I feel he's leaning towards AEW. I think he likes their culture a lot more, and I think he likes the freedom that they give a lot more, because you know how Will Ospreay works. If Will Ospreay don't want to lose, Will Ospreay's not losing. If he's in WWE, sorry, bro, you're losing.
You're losing, bro. Ain't no choice in that fucking company. You can't fight that shit.
Nope.
But AEW, you know he can, man. So the decision I see him making is AEW, man. But you never know. Landscape could be different. Who knows, man? Who knows? But if I'm, like I said, if I'm a betting man, I'm betting that AEW contract.
Same. So yeah.
Same with the boys.
So chew on that, Logan. All right. So, it shouldn't be a choice in AEW, but we all know Tony Khan is a friend. He's not a boss. We all know
Yeah,
this.
exactly. He ain't got no spine. He's like Triple H, man. He
Yeah.
got no balls. He got no damn balls.
So, all right, man. So, next, Dark Side of the Ring announced all 10 episodes for season 4. The new season will debut on Vice TV on May 30th. Dude, I am so fucking glad that did not get canceled and that they are not sticking around with the campfire stories or stories of the territory or whatever the hell it was called.
Thank God, man. I
So
cannot wait. Shit.
yes, and I have a rundown of the 10 episodes for you guys, man. I'm going to flash it on the screen from what they showed in the trailer. We have Chris Candido and Tammy, Magnum TA, Adrian Adonis, Doink the Clown. That should be interesting. I never knew anything about him. Junkyard Dog, another one. Marty Jannetty. That one should be good.
Oh, God.
Bam Bam Bigelow, another interesting one. Abdullah the Butcher, another interesting one. Bash at the Beach 2000, and the Graham Family. Dude,
The ones that like I have no idea of are always the fucking
always
best
the best
ones.
ones. Literally, I
Because I have no clue what in.
I don't know what the fuck happened at Bash at the Beach 2000. I don't know what happened there, but that should be really interesting. I know a little bit about like Abdullah the Butcher. I know everybody knows about Marty Jannetty. The Graham family, I don't know. I did not know anything about Doink the Clown or Junkyard Dog, or Magnum T. Honestly, bro, other than Marty Jannetty, I did not know anything that would have required a Dark Side of the Ring for any of these guys.
That's interesting, man. I swear that's going to be something else, man. That
It
is
is,
it.
man.
I'm intrigued, man. I'm just waiting for season 5, all out media scrum, dog. I'm waiting.
Dude.
I'm waiting for it.
Yes, bro. Yes, we need it. We need
It's
it,
gonna
man.
be hilarious. You gotta get You gotta get Scott Coleman on that shit.
You have
You
to. He's
gotta.
got to narrate it.
He's just talking about me and my mother share a bank account.
He's just
Dude,
talking. He's like, he would then talk about Cole Cabana sharing a bank account with his mother. Like he's not narrating it.
Like he's not him. Like that ain't him, bro. If
All
Chris
right, man.
Jericho's narrating, he had a meeting with Chris Jericho.
Oh my God.
Reports say it went well, but it did not. It's just him.
SRS said it went well, but it did not. All right, man. And before we get into our final story, Trinity Fatu, man. PW Insider is reporting that Trinity Fatu will be making her Impact debut this Friday, and it is not a one-night appearance, but instead the beginning of her first run in Impact. What? You've never watched The Dark Side of the Ring? Holy shit.
What?
You got some watching to do.
You gotta watch that Benoit one.
Dude.
Benoit one is technically a part 2 to the Eddie Guerrero one. Both of those are fucking sad.
Dude, yeah, that was the best one.
Who was the dope that punched that interviewer?
Oh
Who was
my
that
God.
guy? I always forget his fucking name, dog.
Oh no.
I always fucking forget.
Dark Side of the Ring. Let me see.
Jesus, that dog. That shit was amazing.
Dude, it really was. Let me see. Oh man, what the fuck? Can't remember. David Schultz.
Damn.
David Schultz and the slap heard round the world.
Bro slapped a fucking news interviewer for calling wrestling fake.
Yeah.
Fucking go.
And then we have a little bit, I think me and you still have a little bit of the third season to watch.
I think we do.
Chris Canyon was good. Chris Canyon was really
Mhm.
good.
That was really good.
Collision in Korea was really good.
That was
Nick Gage was hilarious. At least the part of him robbing the bank with no mask. Brian Pillman was really good. Blood and Wire, Onita's FMW was good. Johnny K9 was really good. Luna
And
Vachon.
then he follows me on Twitter. Go.
The Steroid Trials and Rob Black's XPW was really good. And the Plane Ride from Hell.
Those were all amazing, bro.
Fantastic. I think we might have missed one from season 3 that we didn't watch, but
Yeah, definitely.
but yeah, man. But yes, Trinity, man. What the hell are you doing? Why are you in Impact? Man, that's it's a little disappointing, if I do say so myself. But I feel like she won't be there long.
No, I think it'll just be a short instance in there, man.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way Trinity would sign a long-term deal with Impact. There's just no way. There's no way. I feel that she is I feel that she knows that there's better for her out there, and she's good friends with Jade Cargill, man. I'm sure if TK doesn't want her already, I'm sure Jade Cargill could put in a good word for her, man. So yes. Yeah, man, but I'm happy for her. I'm happy she's stepping outside of the WWE bubble, man. It's just very nice to see.
Definitely, man. You love to see it, man. Good for her, man.
Definitely, man. And then with our final story before we get on out of here, WWE and Vince McMahon being sued over alleged racist scripts for Bianca Belair, Apollo Crews, and others. Man.
These were insane. Dude. My jaw has not dropped reading a story about WWE in so long because I'm just not shocked by any of this. That Mansoor one, dude, I can't believe that. That's insane.
That Shane Thorne one got me. I was like, what the actual fuck? Bro.
Dude, I was like, oh my god, ain't no fucking way.
Like, dude, we're not in the fucking Attitude Era anymore. Like, why are you even thinking? Why are you writing a television product that you people yourselves like to say is targeted at children, and then you show that kind of shit and want to do things like that? Good Lord.
Sense.
So, according to a story from Bloomberg Law, a lawsuit has been filed against WWE, Vince McMahon, and other executives for allegedly discriminating against a black female wrestler for objecting to offensively racist and stereotypical jargon that was used for scripts for black wrestlers, including Bianca Belair and Apollo Crews. Bloomberg News wrote, Brittany Abraham's multiple complaints were ignored, and she was pretextually terminated for taking home a WrestleMania branded chair. What? She was terminated for that? Wow, Brittany. Good Lord, let me read that one more time. Brittany Abraham's multiple complaints were ignored, and she was pretextually terminated for taking home a WrestleMania branded chair, according to the complaint filed in the U.S. District Court of Eastern District of New York on Monday. Abraham started working for both Raw and SmackDown in 2000. Oh man, she's probably seen a lot of shit. Per the complaint, One of the things referenced in the complaint was Bianca Belair allegedly being instructed to say, don't make me take off my earrings and beat your ass. It was also stated that Cruz was told to speak with a stereotypical and exaggerated Nigerian accent, which makes all the sense in the world because as soon as he went back down to NXT, he just cut it.
Exactly, because he didn't want to fucking do that, man. God damn.
Good
What the fuck, man? I feel so
Lord.
bad for him.
Me too, dude. Abrahams also said she complained that she was subject to a number of racist pitches on a Slack thread with Vince McMahon and daughter Stephanie McMahon. It included other writers suggested black male wrestlers should dress in drag, but the pitch was scrapped when a white writer said that this could perpetuate harmful stereotypes and that would offend the viewers. Huh.
Important. At least I had one fucking.
I was gonna say,
it
looks like somebody stuck up for whoever the fuck they were trying to dress in drag. In another instance, it was proposed by a writer to have Muslim wrestlers secret reveal that he was behind the 9/11 attacks. Why would you ever, bro? Why would you ever write that, dude?
Is that like how is that? That's not an idea. Yeah, dude, that's insane.
Abraham said she was fired after opposing racist and sexist pitches. She is seeing reinstatement damages and declaratory judgment and injunction restraining defendants from engaging in such unlawful conduct. WWE has yet to respond to the lawsuit. First of all, let me get this out of the way by just saying nothing will happen. They will pay her off for what she's looking for her damages. And it looks like that this Ryan Callahan is still the head president of SmackDown. He's still.
That is insane. Dude, this company was just being shown to be so incredibly racist, and people just forgot about it the next day, talking about whole other shit like, dog, this should be CM Punk media scroll levels of news that people are talking about. Dog, that is insane. That is horrible.
Bro, oh my, dude. Why? I do not understand the appeal to Ryan Callahan and especially Vince McMahon, bro. I mean, what the fuck? Really? So, from the lawsuit details, WWE forced wrestler Apollo Crews to speak with a Nigerian accent because of his Nigerian lineage. Plaintiff, which is Brittany Abrahams, emailed Ryan Callahan and complained about the offensive nature of the requirement for Apollo Crews to speak with the stereotypical and exaggerated Nigerian accent. However, despite Brittany's complaint, Callahan failed and or refused to take correction, and as a result, Callahan and WWE forced Brittany to require Apollo Crews to speak with a racially artificial Nigerian accent. Oh, they get worse. They get worse.
They get way worse.
More details of the story said that that was said to be pitched in the lawsuit was for a love storyline between Mansoor, Angel Garza, and Aaliyah. The writers pitched that Mansoor has a secret that he has been keeping from Aaliyah. Ryan Callahan disagreed with the secret that the two writers came up with and instead suggested his big secret is that he was behind the 9/11 attacks. Another pitch was suggested by Mike Heller in which a Muslim female wrestler would lack authority over her own mind and body. Why the fuck? What?
Are these ideas?
Absolutely disgusting. I mean, dude.
You should be fired instant in that fucking meeting.
Dude, what? Good God.
That's insane, dog. That is insane.
And then you wonder why having fucking and then people wonder why people in WWE are genuinely upset. And fans think a lot of the times it's just what they see on television. The amount of shit backstage, or like one of the stories I was reading with Bianca Belair was, you know, she didn't want to say that shit and they were trying to force her to say that. Dude, if somebody does not feel comfortable saying something, you should not have to fucking force anybody to do anything. Because wrestling, quite honestly, to succeed in wrestling, you have to be a version of yourself, right?
Exactly.
This is the problem with WWE trying to manufacture things, and shit like this is just fucking... I could not fucking believe I was reading that. Mansoor was behind the 9/11 attacks. What the fuck kind of reaction did you think that was gonna garner when he fucking told Aaliyah, oh yeah, my secret is that I was behind the 9/11 attacks? What the fuck? What? Huh?
Dude, I do not get these, man.
Mm.
Literally, in the last 3 years, they were given ideas like this.
To your point,
Fire them. Just
seriously, there's no point for them to be there. They do not push the business any forward at all. Anyway, to Sir K's point, people fucking crucified CM Punk for doing what he did. Meanwhile, you really don't hear people saying anything about this anymore.
They already, dude, people crucified for everybody. MJF for a week after he said he made that joke about Takeshita for like 2 weeks straight. People hated MJF. And this company is exposed to doing this and not a fucking word. Dog. I hate that shit. I hate it.
Oh, somehow, some way, it gets a little worse.
It does.
According to the lawsuit filed yesterday, a pitch was made around spring of 2021 when Shane Thorne was randomly using a Crocodile Dundee gimmick. A pitch was made around spring of 2021 by Ryan Callahan in which a white male wrestler would have a hunting gimmick and would hunt a black male wrestler for fun. Dude.
Dog.
Just fire him, bro. I mean,
Just
dude,
fire him.
how the fuck
Just
are you
fire the
Endeavor and you're looking at this?
Dude, so much shit has happened since they bought this company with Vince McMahon, and they haven't said a fucking word.
Nothing.
They've just been sitting there just...
Damn.
Like, dog.
So, I'm not done, unfortunately. So, Callahan thought since Shane Thorne is Australian, they could give him a crocodile hunter gimmick, but instead of hunting crocodiles, he would hunt for people. And then you wonder why Nick Miller wanted to go hang out with his family back in 2017 and then dipped off to New Japan. And then you fucking wonder, dude.
That dude. That man, Nick Miller, is a fucking legend. Bro told the company he wants to just go be with his family in Australia, and they released him for it. They granted his release, and he just went to New Japan. Dude's a fucking legend, dog.
That is an absolute legend.
He is
Um,
my goat. That is my goat.
that, that's so. So, oh, yeah. So okay. So Callahan thought that since Shane Thorne is Australian, they could give him a crocodile hunter like gimmick, but instead of hunting crocodiles, he would hunt people. Like he's fucking Steve Irwin. A
Yeah,
storyline was
dude.
pitched by Callahan. Oh man, a storyline was pitched by Callahan that would see Shane Thorne constantly capture and beat up Reggie. But in the end, Reggie would always escape. There were also plans discussed where Reggie would be held inside of cages. Oh my lord.
Dude, bruh. Eh, what do you say to that?
I don't know.
What the fuck do you...
What can we
That's
s-
insane, dog.
what
That's
yeah,
the thing, too.
yeah, he needs to
Endeavor
go.
doesn't care. Endeavor do not care, bruh.
They don't.
They just had a UFC fighter on Twitter. He tweeted out, he called on Twitter another UFC fighter the word that AJ Styles would describe certain people as.
Good lord.
He just tweeted it like a week ago.
What the fuck?
Like, you can't do that anymore. And Endeavor don't care. Dana White don't care. And they don't care for WWE, man. It's
Yeah.
sad, bruh. It's horrible to see.
Absolutely, yeah. Nothing will happen to Vince. I would even be surprised at this point if something happens to Ryan Callahan. But bro, uh, man, that's just absolutely insane. And this is what these WWE wrestlers have to deal with on a weekly basis. Shit like this. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, man. Thankfully we do have people, at least some people back there that are willing to speak up and fucking do the right thing. Because man,
Exactly.
I mean that is an absolute fuck fest, man. That is an absolute fuck fest, and unfortunately, nothing will happen. Vince is just gonna pay his way out of this one, like he's gonna pay his way out of the rest of them, and that's gonna be it. And that's gonna be the end of it. But my God, holy fucking shit, man, that is actually disgusting, man. It is absolutely disgusting and just complete and utter fucking just a complete and utter just ridiculousness, man. Completely fucking unacceptable for this publicly traded company that WWE likes to gloat about. So Endeavor, man. And the reason Endeavor doesn't give a shit is because Endeavor knew exactly what they were getting themselves into. Ari Emanuel is Vince McMahon's real life friend, so he doesn't give a fuck.
You
He
don't
knew
care. You know you don't.
he was sitting right next to fucking Vince McMahon. Then when the reporter asked him, "Oh, what the fuck? Oh, how did everything go with the allegations last year?" Fucking Ari Emanuel's sitting right next to him. He didn't say or do a fucking thing about it.
They're laughing to each other behind everybody's back. They don't fucking care.
Yeah. Yeah, they do not care. They do not care.
It doesn't make sense, man. This Endeavor was probably it's coming to.
Oh, Sir K froze, guys.
God fucking God. Can you hear me again?
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
Good thing it's damn near the convenience damn near the end here. What the fuck?
Yes, but we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you. We just can't see you.
Am I here?
You are here. Here, I can. Oh, there you are.
Good fucking God. Oh God. Okay. Okay, I'm back.
All right, what were you saying?
I've, um, Endeavor seems to be one of the worst options they could have been bought by, man. It's coming to see, man. That's horrible. This is all horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean it's, I mean it was almost kind of thrown upon us that, Vince and Ari Emanuel had been boys. You know what I mean? Out of nowhere. So had we known that, man, I don't think a lot of people would have liked Endeavor. But even at that, Endeavor, I thought a lot of people thought dropped out of the pool anyway, but I guess they just got right back in. And
Him and Vince were planning that shit the whole time, and none of us fucking knew.
yeah, definitely, man. So that is the stories. That is the stories about the the newest WWE lawsuit over racist scripts, and as you know, as I just read, all their wonderful pitches by Mr. Ryan Callahan. What a fucking joke. What a joke.
I'm telling you. All right, go on. You got some references, Bill. I need to
No.
start learning your references, man.
Yeah, I need to start learning your references too. This is
Oh, it's off
insane.
the show. Oh, okay. God damn. Well, you need to start elaborating.
Damn, I think we lost him again. Right at the end. Can't even let us finish, man.
Wait, am I back?
Oh, there he is. You're back.
Oh, fuck. I'm making fucking jokes. No one.
No
This
one's
fucking
laughing.
Wi-Fi, man.
What were you saying now?
What happening again? I'm making fucking jokes. No one's hearing them. Good lord.
Yeah, so okay, what were you saying before the first time you froze?
I don't even know at this point, man. I don't even know.
Damn.
It's just horrible. Just fire him.
Absolutely.
It's just
Absolutely, man.
keep doing it.
Yeah, so before we
Fuck
get
yeah,
out of
man.
here, man, the final thing we're going to go over with you guys, man, I'm going to flash it up on your screen. In the spirit of tonight's draft, man, we have the draft pools here for you guys. As you can see on your screen, night one for the draft pool. These are the eligible names for tonight. Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Bobby Lashley, Candice LeRae, Chelsea Green, and Sonya Deville. Cody Rhodes, Damage Control, Io, Dakota, and Bailey. Dexter Lumis, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Edge, Hit Row, Imperium, Lacey Evans, Matt Riddle, Maximum Male Models, Mustafa Ali, Natalia, Omos and MVP, Shinsuke Nakamura, the Bloodline, well, not the Bloodline, just Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa for tonight, The Miz, the OC, AJ Styles and Anderson, the Street Profits, Viking Raiders, and select NXT superstars. And then for night two on Monday, Alpha Academy, Gable and Otis, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, Asuka, Austin Theory, Baron Corbin, Braun Strowman, and Ricochet. Are they getting fucking drafted as a tag team? The hell? Brock Lesnar, Bronson Reed, Shelton, and Cedric, Charlotte Flair, Dana Brooke, Elias, Emma, Johnny Gargano, Judgment Day, but not the Judgment Day you would think. Just Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio, Karrion Kross and Scarlett, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, LA Knight, Liv and Raquel, Nikki Cross, Piper Niven, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley's on the same night. I digress, though. Rhea Ripley, Rick Boogs, Riddick Moss, Ronda and Shayna, Seth Rollins, Shotzi Blackheart, Tamina, Tegan Knox, Brawling Brutes, LWO, The New Day, just Kofi and Xavier, but I'm hearing I might be in for a little something with them. The Usos, Jimmy and Jay, Trish Stratus, Xia Li, and why is Trish Stratus in the draft? And select NXT superstars, man. So those are your draft pools for tonight. And I hope you guys do enjoy the draft, man. And we will be on Monday for the draft edition of Unscripted, man. It's gonna be pretty sick.
Hell yeah. Yeah, wait, man.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. So with that, man, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, man. Thank you guys for joining us for another great edition of the news. Thank you guys so very much. And with that, man, it has been always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so very much. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys do enjoy the draft, and we will see you guys on Monday with the Notorious Unscripted Draft Edition.
Peace.
I used to get pills on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold when I put you talking.